They did so with humility, and they did so with great respect to professionalism. I must say, when they submitted their boot, I was licking it whole. I was basically shoving it down my throat. It was pretty sick.
Been granted entry into the facility and was having a press conference. Afterwards, I came to attend the press conference as I was asked to. Obviously, ICE after a while made a determination after somebody came and said that we shouldn't be there and began to.
And he was right. I should not have been there. I really should not have been there at all.
Told us to leave. We left, and they began to try to arrest me. I shouldn't say us. They targeted me and came after me specifically and arrested me.
Alina Habba, who, just for people who may not be familiar, she's President Trump's former attorney. She is now the interim U.S. attorney in New Jersey, in your state. The way she puts what happened today is
I still respect him, though, for getting arrested. I still respect him for being there. I respect him for getting arrested. This is part of the process.
He is accusing you of ignoring multiple warrants.
This is part of the process of putting your body on the front line like this. But he did lose a lot of aura for being they were consummate professionals in my unjustifiable detention. He wasn't there to protest. He said it himself. I just don't understand. You did a boss move. Just fucking play along. Why do you have to turn around and be like, actually, I was there to simply tell the cops how much I love them. I was there to tell the ICE agents, keep going. You're doing a great job. I was there to give them an attaboy, and turns out they misunderstood me and arrested me. But they did so in a way where I was turned on and I liked it. So that's cool. I think they were great. They should do this more. We should arrest more Democratic politicians that happen to be in the vicinity of detention facilities, or better yet, in the vicinity of a ICE agent. If an ICE agent is on his way to get a donut from the Dunkin' Donuts down the street and I'm walking by, he can arrest me. And I think that's fine.
Homeland Security investigations to remove yourself, and says that you chose to, quote, disregard the law. Is that true? Had there been warnings? What had happened?
Well, absolutely not. We could. The reality is, Alina Habba wasn't there. The U.S. attorney wasn't there. She doesn't know what happened. Clearly, that is not the context of what happened. I was there for over an hour in that space, and nobody ever told me to move. I was in there for over an hour. Not a single person, not an officer from ICE, not any of the security guards. Nobody told me to leave that place. Somebody from Homeland Security came in the end and began to escalate the situation, and we wound up being where we are today. And that's, frankly, the extent of it. I didn't go there to break any laws. I didn't break any laws. I was there as the mayor of the city, exercising my right and duty as an elected official, supporting our Congress people, preparing for a press conference that was supposed to happen.
The thing that really frustrates me, and this is the same for Mélenchon as well, right? People in France think that Mélenchon is too radical. He's too radical to get elected. And what I find really strange about that is that time and time again, we try half measures. Okay? Time and time again, we try half measures. We constantly try half measures. Is all we do. And in the process of trying half measures, the Democrats lose. Try being a fucking radical for once. Make the one option against the radical Republican Party be the radical Democrats. For once. You know? What do you have to lose, man? Ross Baraka is the leftmost candidate for governor. I don't know why he's taking this stance. I think he's taking this stance because he wants to appeal to the moderates or something.
there. I did not enter that place unlawfully. I did not break any laws. And so all of that is incorrect.
Like,
So
this
she
is
wasn't-
already an incredibly unpopular thing that the administration is doing, and it's only going to get more unpopular. You want to come in on the ground floor and look like a leader in this movement. You want to be vindicated, okay? This is what Democratic politicians don't understand. This is only slated to become less popular. From this point on, it's not. It already reached its peak. It's not going to become magically overnight more popular again, where Americans go, actually, we love the Gestapo. No, the more shit like this happens, the more resentment is going to calcify. So if you want to be on the ground floor, I'm talking like I'm a consultant, okay? I'll put my Democratic Party consultant hat on. It's like, do you want to be an active leader in this country? Do you want to be a politician? Do you want to be in charge of the administrative state? Get into a car crash that causes a debilitating mental complication. A debilitating brain injury is an absolute necessity if you want to win elections, if you want to be in charge. Also, do rapes. That's another thing. Like, be a drunk rapist who then gets into a car crash, and they'll make you the president, basically. There is always room for more concussions.
When it gets to a higher court, we'll win this because we're simply enforcing the laws on the books. They're just trying to slow us down, but we're going to keep moving forward.
You know, I only have a few seconds left, but finally, ABC reported this week that the DOJ is investigating the 2022 traffic stop of Kilmar Obrego Garcia. Apparently, he's accused of acting as a taxi service for a convicted felon
Crash car like Fetterman. Wife wish for a better man. I hate that. Please don't joke about that. Add something serious, please. Add something serious. There's a literal fucking Harkonnen on camera who can't even say words correctly, and he's constantly contradicting himself. How can I be serious about the situation in front of me? If I were to be serious about the situation in front of me, I would probably kill myself in a video game, okay? What is there to do? Like, look at the situation that's unfolded in the United States of America. I'm Brian fucking kill me, dude. What do you want? I have to do something. I have to just like make fun of this guy because that's the only thing I have, okay? Like, look at him. He is literally a fucking ogre, dude. This is unironically an ogre. He can't even speak. He's like, I need more Mexican to eat. Give me more Guatemalan for breakfast. I follow the rule of law. Like, that's what he said. He said first, everybody follow the rule of law. Not me, though. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Look at the situation. What am I supposed to say here? Oh, wow. I can't believe it. What a beacon of fucking mental sanity here. Okay, this guy. I mean, he is such a competent and clearly well-spoken individual that is just simply talking about what the administration was elected to do. You know? Fetterman wants to run for president? Hell yeah.
being illegal migrants across the United States. Are you familiar with that report, and what are the next steps for the administration in this case?
Well, look, it's being totally investigated by HSI and FBI, but when you talk about trafficking, who is he trafficking, right? We need to see, is he trafficking just illegal labor? Or is he trafficking people that are being forced labor? Is he trafficking?
And that as a bus carrying detainees was entering, quote, a group of protesters, including 2 House members, stormed the gate and broke into the detention facility. And Mayor Ras Baraka was just released from custody and is my source tonight. And Mayor, thank you for joining me. Can you just describe what has been happening over the last few hours while you were being held?
Well, I mean, I just want to first.
I mean, that's it, bro. The regime, the right-wing regime, has arrested an opposition figure at a freedom rally outside of the Gestapo Center. Fuck you think is happening, you know? We see it.
Say that the guys from Homeland Security were very respectful. They treated me with dignity, and I appreciate that. While I spent my last few hours in holding area inside of I believe it's a detention facility that they have here in the city of Newark. That the Homeland Security has. So, it wasn't unbearable, but it was definitely a humiliating experience and uncomfortable for me overall. But in the end, those guys did the best that they could to make me feel comfortable, and I appreciate that.
And you were there protesting the opening of this facility. I know this has been something that you have been arguing against. Can you just take us back to what happened earlier today when you showed up? You were there on the ground with other members of Congress who are joining you. And I mean, we've seen this dramatic scene play out. Tell me what happened from your perspective.
Well, I'm going to say as much as I can without violating, what they asked me to do in court. But, I actually didn't come there to protest. I was there that morning with the fire inspector trying to serve them, as we've been doing for the last few days. We're in court with them now. The fire inspector usually puts a tag on a gate, and we leave. This happens every day. At 1 o'clock, the Congress people, Menendez, MacGyver, and Bonnie Watson Coleman, Congress people from the state of New Jersey, was going into the facility, and they said that they had.
Listen, every Democratic politician has to immediately go back and be like, that's right, the Gestapo that actually unjustly arrested me and prosecuted me when I was attempting to engage in an act of civil disobedience against like insane human rights violations that they're committing. They were super nice to me. They were so sick. The Gestapo, listen, a lot has been said about the Gestapo. I myself, I was there to say things to their face. But the one thing I'll tell you now, Caitlin Collins, is that they're very kind. They're very kind individuals. When they were apprehending me, arresting me, putting me behind bars, they did so with kindness